Hey everyone. So Molly here with Reed. Um, so I'm gonna make a video today talking more specifically about what Reed does for me as my service dog. So he is, as I discussed in previous videos, a seizure alert dog, which means that he can sense my seizures before they happen and basically alert me to them, tell me that I'm going to have one so that I can go and get myself in a safe place. He usually lets me know anywhere between like 3 to 7 minute range. So it gives me some time to do what I need to do. Like if I'm in class, when he alerts me, I usually step out, find a bench, or sometimes just the floor if I have to. I try and let people know around me that it's going to happen so that they don't freak out and call 911. Unfortunately, sometimes there's no one around, and so I just have a seizure, and people just arrive as I am seizing, and that's when 911 usually is called, which is annoying. It does help that I have Reed because they're like, oh, she has a dog. This must be something that happens. Anyway, so I was asked by someone specifically how he helps me because usually seizure alert dogs are there for people who have epilepsy, whereas, as discussed before, my seizures are not epileptic. I have psychogenic non-epileptic seizures, which means that so far, according to what medicine can tell, there is no root physical cause to the seizures, which I'm still not convinced of. Because, I mean, just the fact that he can sense my seizures before they're gonna happen kind of goes to show that there's something physiological happening. You know, even if it's not a change in brainwave, it can be something, whether it's, I don't know, an increased pulse rate that maybe he can sense some sort of like weird body movement I'm doing that only he can detect. But honestly, I think that it's got to be something that is not even, it doesn't have to be something that I'm doing physically. It's got to be something that he can like sense or smell because he's woken up and alerted me. You know, he hadn't been looking at me and he's just alerted me from, woken up and alerted me. So yeah, it's hard to say, but he can sense my seizures even though it's not epilepsy, which is pretty amazing. And I'm really, really lucky that it got to the point where he could do that. So things that he does specific to me is once he's alerted me, so as I said, I'll go and lie myself down somewhere, and I'll usually have him lay down right next to me, and I'll usually, if I have something to put like on my head or like below my head as a pillow, something there so that I'm not like banging it, and then I'll have Reed as kind of a cushion on like the other side of me, so that I'm not like falling over on my stomach. I put myself on my side and I like kind of stay on him. And then as I'm kind of done with my seizure, but kind of still in a state of not, I'm not alert yet, and it's really hard for me to move, and it's hard for me to get all my muscles to declench and to wake up. He'll start nudging my arms, and he'll start licking me and like attempting to wake me up, and that's really the only thing that can help me to get my hands moving, my arms moving, and yeah, just having I think the warmth of his fur, the motion of him like actually moving me is really helpful. If Also, if I'm in a place where I can only be sitting down for the seizure, he'll jump up onto my lap and keep me from falling over. He'll just be there for me. He'll stay there. He's, a huge help. He's a huge help. He's my lifesaver. And yeah, he's just come. It's proof that there's something real with these types of seizures. Obviously it's real, but that there's something physiologically real, and it's not just a mental state. Because how could he sense it? How could he be able to sense it if there wasn't something going on in my body that was happening, that was causing this? I refuse to believe that it's purely a psychological state, or I don't know. That being said, my seizures have been improving. Knock on wood. I've been down to about once or twice a week, which has been really, really amazing. So hopefully that keeps up and keeps improving. Try and get my life back more and more every day. That'd be cool. And in the meantime, I'm just kind of going with the flow. See how things go. So yeah, that's about it for me.